You scared yet? No? You will be. Silent Hill fans eagerly await Konami's team to bring the franchise back to life. It's been years since we received a game, but in October of 2022, Konami finally unveiled their plans for the IP. One of the projects in the works is a remake of Silent Hill 2, one of the more highly praised installments of the entire franchise. Bloober Team, the folks behind The Medium, Layers of Fear, and Blair Witch, are working on this remake. The development team also noted that they are trying to keep the original story intact, but providing new means to immerse players into this horrifying game world further. One of the ways they are doing that is with an over-the-shoulder camera. Veteran players and newcomers will get a chance to step into the role of James Sunderland, who ventures into the town of Silent Hill with hopes that his believed deceased wife is still alive.
But it's all over now.
The beloved horror series is back. This time around, the dark journey through another mysterious world will have you playing as Lo and Alone. They are trapped in a place called Nowhere, and they must work together to figure out a path out. But as they go through the unique entity called the Spiral, they'll have to face various illusions, monsters, and terrors. Plus, something out there is coming for the two of them. Can they make it out alive, and will they learn even darker truths as they go on? After years of silence, Konami has finally awoken the Silent Hill franchise. During October 2022, fans were treated to a Silent Hill stream event. During this event showcase, we got word of a few different projects in the works. One is a game simply dubbed Silent Hill F. This is a brand new experience coming from Neoboards Entertainment, and you might know them best from Resident Evil Resistance. With that said, this particular game is a bit different than some of the past installments. Instead of taking place in or remotely close to the town of Silent Hill, this game will center around an area within Japan. We're also looking at a slightly more colorful art style. But the finer details about what we can expect from this game remain a mystery. Welcome to Aspen Falls, a place where surely nothing bad will happen to you as you investigate it. Yes, we're totally lying. Deal with it. In the game, you play Daniel, a young man who is brought to the town by a recently deceased family member. Said family member left Daniel a mansion, but plenty of strings are attached to that gift. Not the least of which is that everything in this town isn't what it appears. The people, the setting, what lies within, all of it is wrong, and all of it is out to get you. You'll need to unravel a dangerous and deadly plot while solving puzzles, fighting monsters, and enduring terrors. If you're looking for a multiplayer horror title to dive into with friends, Level 0 might be what you're looking for. The game is a 4v2 asymmetrical horror title, where 4 of you will play as scientists trying to bring a station back online, while the other 2 are playing aliens trying to kill them. Fun times! If you're the scientists, you must keep in contact with the others, so you all know what needs to be done. Plus, the aliens thrive in the dark, so you need to stay in the light if you wish to survive. If you're the aliens, use your natural and unnatural abilities to divide, conquer, and terrify.
Roger that.
For Noah Quinn, being underwater is nothing new to him. He's a diver known for going deeper and deeper into the ocean. But what happens when he finds something within the ocean that is beyond description? Well, that's what Beneath is all about. Noah is now trapped in an underwater world that has dangers all around. But the dangers also lie within his mind. As you progress, you must ensure Noah doesn't succumb to madness. Another issue is resources. While Noah can access guns and ammo, they're not unlimited. Plus, not every enemy is susceptible to bullets. Use what you can wisely and try to make it out alive. Routine is an action-adventure game set in a science fiction tone. The game started its development cycle over 10 years ago, but then stumbled during the development process. However, after years of silence, the game reached the point of getting a full trailer and is coming out sometime next year. In Routine, you get sent to the moon to restore the radio connection with the base up there. It turns out the base is now controlled by robots who see you as a threat. Instinction is an action game where you can play both the first-person and third-person perspectives. You traverse through a vast and big world where you complete quests in order to go further into the world. While exploring, you need to be aware of the surrounding danger. The main threat here are dinosaurs. There are huge monsters that can decimate you, but you must not underestimate small and agile dinos. They can mess with you too. You will use both ranged and melee weapons to get rid of dinosaurs if you manage to do it, that is. How about a VR adventure to shake things up? In The Retrieval, you'll be set in the far future, where humanity has long been a part of the stars. But things take an odd turn when a vessel that's been missing for over 2 centuries suddenly shows up at your doorstep. Your orders are to see what happened to the vessel and its crew and report back. But nothing is ever that simple, right? Through your VR headset, you'll wander around the ship known as Prometheus, solve puzzles through your controllers, and attempt to figure out the truth. But space has a way of twisting things and making them even scarier than you realize. So be careful. When a town randomly goes mad and horrifying things happen within, it's up to you to determine why that was and whether you can survive the madness yourself. Make no mistake, this game is there to creep you out, freak you out, and make you wish you didn't have a queasy stomach. It revels in its dismemberment system that will take the blood and gore to new heights. Plus, the monsters you face aren't mindless vessels. They can be clever, and if you're not equally clever, you'll be overrun by them. Survival is all about strategy and using what's around you to your advantage. So if you survive, you'll have earned it. We once again go back to the dark areas of the zone, a terrain around the Chernobyl nuclear plant. In the game, we play as Skeef. In the year 2006, there was another explosion in the nuclear plant, and there is a mysterious and powerful energy source inside the zone. You need to go there and discover the mysteries laying there, but you'll stumble upon other people and weird, scary, mutated creatures.
Stone around his neck, thrown off a cliff, torn apart by dogs.
Have you ever feared coming into close contact with dinosaurs? If so, you might want to stay away from the Lost Wild. The game puts you on a mysterious island that is full of dinosaurs, while also being full of facilities that were clearly run by humans once upon a time. What led you to this place? What happened to the other humans that were there? To get answers, you'll dive deeper into the island, while also being mindful of all the dinosaurs around you. Not all are threats, but plenty will come after you if you give them the chance. Get the supplies and weapons you need to survive and get out alive. Caroline Walker is back, and things will be just as bad for her this time as it was in her last adventure. She desires nothing more than to just be with her sister and have a normal life. But you all know that's impossible for her. So when her sister Anna falls ill, Caroline will have to wander haunted and supernatural places to find a way to cure her. Like before, Caroline will have to face horrors of terrifying nature and have to craft weapons to combat them. Everything you find can be put to work as a weapon, so don't miss an opportunity to make something great and stay alive. By Sweet Carol is arguably one of the most unique games on our list. It's a completely hand-drawn title that harkens back to animated movies of long ago. You will play Lana Benton, a young girl who is thrown into a mystery that will take her to horrifying places and other dimensions. Through her, you'll learn about the fate of another young girl named Carol, who had to flee an orphanage long ago. An orphanage that is now overrun with rabbits. Yes, that's a terrifying thing, okay? You'll have to transform into one of those rabbits and work your way through the dimensions to learn the truth and get out in one piece. We've all heard of the found footage genre, right? They're the tales of real people who happen to record the misadventures and terrors that befell them, and those who watch it try to uncover the truth. In Paranormal Tales, you'll get to experience multiple horrifying tales from the viewpoint of those recording their doom. Each tale is unique and has a different setting, a different ending, and more. You'll need to explore all that's going on and see if you can even make it to the end of the story. What horrors await you in these tales? You'll find out when you play. There are many franchises that helped establish the horror gaming genre long ago. Many of them have faded from memory or had to be reborn to keep their relevancy. In 2024, Alone in the Dark will make another attempt to stay alive and keep players scared out of their minds. Moreover, the game is returning players to where it all began, Derceto Manor. You'll play as one of two protagonists in an attempt to learn what is going on in this gothic nightmare of a location. Solve puzzles when you stumble across them. Fight monsters to stay alive. All the while slowly learning the truth. Quantum Error is a survival horror FPS game. It was developed by Team Kill Media, who previously made a dark action game called Kings of Lorne: The Fall of Ebrus. Quantum Error is a futuristic horror where people use special implants created by the Monad Corporation. Humans turn into cyborgs by using these implants. The main base was attacked by an unknown enemy, and you come on a mission to find out what has happened. It is still a shooter but has a lot of darkness to it. Deathground is a survival dinosaur game. You need to survive amongst the deadliest creatures that ever walked on Earth. You can play the game in single-player mode as well as cooperate with friends. The game is terrifying with the original soundtrack, has great and unpredictable AI and special character classes. You can pair up different classes to heighten the chance of you and your friends surviving. Silent Hill got a big highlight from Konami in October 2022. The company unveiled that the IP was being revived, and one of the development teams to help in this endeavor is No Code. These are the folks behind Stories Untold and Observation. Now they're in the process of making Silent Hill Townfall, which we don't have too much information on quite yet. The event didn't unveil any gameplay footage, but instead is more of a teaser to alert fans of this new upcoming Silent Hill experience. Their past works have been more of a horror puzzle type of gameplay experience, so perhaps we're going to see something in that realm for Silent Hill Townfall. But for now, we'll have to wait and see. Are you ready to take on killer clowns from outer space? I don't think most of us expected a game adaptation from the 1980s cult classic Killer Clowns from Outer Space film. But here we are. This is a PvP game where players are either humans trying to survive the invasion of these alien clowns, or the killer clowns themselves that seek to turn humans into a food source. This will be a 3v7 game where players are dropped into a randomly generated world. Citizens of Crescent Cove must explore the area, gather loot and weapons while avoiding being captured by the clowns. Meanwhile, the different clowns available should have their own mix of unique and wacky weapons, similar to the film as you attempt to hunt down each human hiding within the map.